Hi, it's Mike with Thrive, and welcome to April's SEO Performance Report. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. Just as we've done in prior months, Flay, we tabulate all of our key performance indicators, or KPIs, and we do that to keep track of our performance and keep an eye on the overall condition and health of the website. So diving right in, our first key metric is our top 5 keywords. Our top 5 keywords are keywords and queries that are rendering positions 1 through 5, and that's on the first page of the Google search results. Looking at our track for April, we finished at 175. It's a little bit of a down from last month from 183, but as you see, really staying well within that range of when we started to really gain some ground back in October. As you can see, 167, 175. That was about where we were September, October of 2020. So again, all time looking back through prior Aprils, so that we outpaced 2020, 2019, and 2018. So that's great to see. And let's take a more granular look at these keywords and some of the traffic volume associated with them in our next screen. I've loaded our keywords in this screen here. As you can see, the actual keyword and query to the left, followed by the search engine result type, the current position it resides in, followed by the last 30 days of change, our competition ratings based on how saturated the ad space is for that particular search, the monthly volume, and then our average cost per click all the way to the right. As you know, we just use that for a relevancy indicator. Looking at our keywords, nothing to report on the branded side of things. WinSystems and variations are still ranking at the very top, as you can see there. And all the different pickups here, as you can see, we can see the about. Some of our site links are displaying with that query, so that's great. So that's the about, the product page, and the contact us. So fantastic to see that, some positive movement, specifically with the contact and support. So that's good to see. And then our non-branded keywords. So these obviously are product-driven search. They're not centered around WinSystems or anything related. So some notable gains. Let's take a look. As we can see, pick up on PC 104 boards with no space between PC and 104. So we'll keep an eye on there. There is a high amount of competition, as you can see here. Then going through, we did have some positive movement. As you can see, the embedded SBC moving up 6 positions to number 2. Again, another highly rated competition keyword here. So I definitely anticipate that to convert. And then some positive movement with commercial computer, industrial TSN, and then some incremental movement again with PC 104 themes. So some really good positive movement from the non-branded aspects. And I'm excited to see how those keywords will convert moving through May and summer months. Our next key metric is total traffic. Total traffic is measured in sessions, and a session is a measure of a visitor going to more than one page within the website. So diving right in, we finished the month of April with 8558. That's just about the same as March, respectively 8577. We did have an outstanding February of 12,000 sessions. But again, almost topping out prior Aprils, looking back at 2020, 2019, and 2018 respectively. Let's take a little deeper dive into that session traffic. We can look at the specific contributing channels, and then we can look at some of our conversion data. So I loaded our SEO progress report here in this screen. As you can see with the comparative ranges, we're looking a year-over-year analysis. Keep in mind that there's an active link here that goes to your project folder. I have been updating that and putting our historical reports within those folders. Please let me know if you have any trouble accessing. Looking at our report, as you can see, there's our 8558 in all traffic. That's slightly down from 9420 like that occurred last year. Organically, we actually did better with a 6.43% increase looking at the same time period in April 2020. And our referral traffic was actually a big pickup. So as we can see, that was up 200% in terms of sessions in relation to last year. So organic and referral were the only channels that were growing. Our other, which is, again, that's how analytics labels our Facebook traffic within analytics, and then our direct traffic, as you can see there, down 56 and 24% respectively. So then looking at some of our top landing pages, we see a lot more product and a lot more traffic, again, with single board computers. That's to be expected, as we had some really good positive movement into page 1. So, and then looking at some of our other products, as you see, the PC 104 and the ITXP C444. So that was up again for looking back this time last year. And then good to see the computer on module starting to climb up the ranks here. So we're really pushing that to improve our indexing. As of right now, we're having a lot of success with the image index. So that was relatively easy to do. But we're still pretty deep in the organics indexing. So we're trying to tie those two together, from the image index to the page index, and see if that helps pull it up. Also, we can look at maybe adding in some unique content, some variations of keywords that essentially mean the same thing, but it's worded a little different. So this way we're capturing all those variations. So I'll look at that, and we'll make some recommendations so that we can continue to improve that page and have more traffic coming in month over month. Diving into our conversions, it was not looking so hot this month, about halfway in. The leads were not as fast. They weren't coming in as quick. But again, towards the end of the month, it did accelerate. It did improve almost to 1% there, as you see on the goal conversion rate, finishing off with 65 completions. That's slightly down from this time last year at 69. But again, looking at the differential in the session traffic, it's pretty close, actually, looking at the amount of sessions and the difference here at 9%, and then how that translates, a 5.8% differential towards looking at the goal conversions. And again, towards the end of the month, it started to get better. There were some more submissions. I've been pretty keeping eyes on it since we had that weekend of no submissions, which was very, very strange and very unusual. So looking there, everything looked pretty good moving forward. The submissions were coming in after I tested everything, and I'm actually really happy to get pull out the month with 65 completions altogether. Let's take a look back at our conversion data here on this sheet. As you can see, 65. The all-time was 69 back in 2020, but we did outpace 2018, and then the prior years, 2017, 16, and 15. I'm also going to be removing these off of our chart so that we just have the relative, the data that's in these in this graph. So I got the data off and archived, but I couldn't figure out how to change the banner here. But I will get that done for this month and make sure we have a cleaner looking report. Other than that, that concludes our report for this month. I really appreciate your attendance. I also look forward to our meeting so we can go over this again and go maybe into a little granular detail. And with that said, Thrive really appreciates your business as a client, and I really appreciate the opportunity to work with you guys and help you guys become more successful moving into the summer of 2021. All right, Flav, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thanks.